What up, everybody? It is Sanni here, and I'm just gonna be talking about the anime that there's a couple that I watched, but the only one that I really want to talk about is the Karakuri Circus. So they actually brought Narumi back very, very fast. I don't know how they did it in manga, but I mean he came back after they showed his body being in the hospital. The next episode they showed him fully recovered, and he lost his memories of what happened in the past, so he don't remember Shirogane, which also confused me because when he woke up, there was a person that looks like Shirogane. Well, apparently everybody in France has white hair and all of that, and his name is Shirogane, and they keep calling, well, the subs, they kept calling him Guy, but then they pronounce it like Gi. I'm like, wait, is it Guy or is it Gi? Like, make up your mind, sub. So it's like whatever for that. And then they showed the woman who was training the girl Shirogane. I mean, she did have a name before they named her Shirogane. So I'm guessing Shirogane is a name that they give them after they take away their original name. So they just name them all Shirogane, and they're supposed to be master puppeteers or whatever. Because when he came out with his briefcase, he had his ultimate puppeteer or whatever. And the hospital he was at, well, Narumi, it was from the attacks that he used to have when he had to make well, people had to make people smile or laugh so he doesn't like die from it. And then apparently they gave him some type of elixir that can heal his body, and he don't suffer from the attacks anymore. And I'm like, okay, that's good, but they only had enough for one, and they gave it to him as opposed to any of the kids, which he didn't like. So now the witch lady pretty much said that he has to take care of the puppet people because they're the ones that's causing the attack, that's making the kids have those attacks, which I think is kind of weird. Like, what are they doing that makes the kids have the attack? I don't know. I mean, it just seems like a bunch of smoke considering how the girl Shirogane doesn't like the witch lady because of what she did to her, and she can't smile anymore at that. And then kind of find it funny because Guy, our guy, he can smile, he can joke around, he can do all of that. Like, he still has all of his emotions, yet he's also a Shirogane, which kind of confused me in that type of aspect. But I don't know when Narumi is going to come back to Japan, because obviously they brought him all the way to the United States for the recovery and all of that. So I think that's kind of like, I give it, well, considering how fast this freaking anime is going, I'll give it like maybe like 2 episodes and he'll be back in Japan. But he don't know who they are, so it's gonna be like a weird type of reunion. Like, oh, you remember me? Blah 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 blah, and then they'll be like, no, I don't have any memory. Or then something's gonna trigger his memory. Be like, oh my gosh, I remember you guys. Blah blah blah. This is what happened, and I got a new arm, and yeah, and then Shirogane will be all happy and all of this. She would actually smile again because she doesn't smile anymore because she thinks Narumi is dead. Well, everybody thinks Narumi is dead because they just seen his arm that was left, and I mean, still doesn't understand how they freaking picked up his body up, because they seen, like, the way they showing it on the anime was his body was on the floor, but that makes no sense because he was covering up the kid. So how did he just like slide off to the floor like that? Like, and his arm just stayed like that. Like, that was just like threw me off through the whole thing. But I guess it's an anime. They gotta use their anime logic for all of this. So I am waiting for that next episode to come out, which I really hate when I gotta wait like a whole week for like a good anime to come out, because when it's so good, you just like want to watch it and watch it and watch it. Like, you just want to binge watch it. You just wish it was already out, but then if it was already out, then you would binge watch it like in a whole day, and then you'd be like, okay, now I'm bored again. So I guess it works waiting a week, but yeah. That's all that I want to talk about today, was just the Karakuri Circus. There was a couple animes that I did watch, but it was not that surprising or anything. Like uh yeah, just a couple of like the animes I'm watching, like the sumo anime and all of that, but it's not like really too important right now to really like discuss or anything about it, because it's not like a big episode on that. They're just in a little tournament or whatnot, and they're about to fight the main people who's usually the champions and all of that in the finals. But I think it's kind of weird how they skipped a bunch of stuff in that episode. It's like whatever for that anime. but I still do like it. So today, let's see, I might be playing some Call of Duty. I actually want to play some new games also, but I don't know like what other games to freaking play besides Call of Duty, because I play it a lot, but then my mouse, it just starts acting up for I don't know what reason. It's the gaming mouse, and like I don't know if it's the sensor on the bottom of the mouse, because sometimes I like lift up my mouse and then I put it back on the mouse pad because it's how I play, like I lift and do that, and it just like stops working. But the mouse is still on, the buttons still work, but the sensor on the mouse pad does not work. So I don't know if I need to do the mouse pad, if I need to like clean the eye super thoroughly, or I don't know what's going on with that, but I might try to clean the eye before I do anything. But that is all for today. I am going to be putting my Twitch channel down in the description, and if you could like and sub, that would be greatly appreciated. This is Sanni saying sayonara.